All right. Since it is a Friday, our other big story that everyone is talking about is the Lions. The Lions are playing on Sunday at Ford Field against the Carolina Panthers. And I'm thinking that we're going to need some Dan Campbell energy. And I think some Hobie Artigue energy. He joins me now live. Hobie, Dan just came out. He does his press conference. What did he say to get us all riled up for Sunday?
He's trying to not get his team riled up, Christy, because they're up to this 3-1 start, which has been so fantastic for this team, living up to all those preseason expectations that they had going into the year. The offense doing well, still some work to do on that side of the ball too, but they're doing enough to win. But the defense has just been completely different from last year in every way, shape, and form. They're the #1 rush defense in the NFL right now, but still, they can't get too far ahead of themselves with this Carolina team. They are now the only winless team left in all of the NFL after the Bears got a win last night. But Dan Campbell said, I don't want my guys to get too excited just yet, especially with the Panthers coming to town, because they were kind of in a similar situation the Lions were just a little while ago. Here's what he had to say earlier today.
Look, we talk about it all the time, and we've lived it. You know, we've been there. We know what that's like. There's enough of us who've been here and know what it's like when you're trying to find that win. You know, you've lost a few, and you're doing everything you can as players and as coaches to find a way to get that first one. So we expect their best shot. Those guys are over there preparing. And for us, you know, kind of what, setting the stage early in the week was about just our own improvement, and we're in a race to improve with everybody in this league. And the ones who can improve the fastest are the ones that begin to make a rise in October. So, it goes without saying, if you don't show up and you play sloppy football, you turn the ball over, you don't get takeaways, you're not where you're supposed to be, your odds of losing go way up.
So no sloppy
and Chrissy,
football.
if you recall to last season, Carolina beat the Lions and added to keeping them out of the playoffs last year. Carolina put up 570 yards of offense. That was the worst game the Lions defense had last year. Granted, things have changed for the Panthers. Bryce Young, their rookie quarterback, still looking for his first win, but you can't take this team lightly as they come to Ford Field on Sunday at 1 o'clock.
No way, and Lions Nation is going to be showing up for it. Hey, Hobie, talk to me a little bit about college football. Michigan versus Minnesota on Saturday night, 7:30. We got a pregame show?
Yes, we do, at 6:30 right here on Local 4 and Local 4 Plus. And Michigan off to a 5-0 start for the third straight season, seeking their third consecutive Big Ten title. Everything's going right. However, on offense, the run game hasn't really picked up like it has last season. But also, J.J. McCarthy is just playing some fantastic football right now. Take away the one game where he had so many interceptions. He has 10 touchdowns on this 5-0 start to begin the season. The defense has only given up one first-half touchdown all year long. Minnesota, a team that's been up and down all season. They had a 21-point lead against Northwestern a few weeks ago and gave it up in the fourth quarter. It's a team really trying to find an identity. They had a lot of changes on both sides of the ball, but we'll be breaking it all down on Saturday at 6:30 to get you ready for that game that you can see on Local 4 at 7:30 on Saturday.
That's gonna be very cool. Hobie, I feel like Michigan fans, we're always just like, that's great. The regular season's great, but there's just always looking in the horizon to Ohio State.
And that is a valid point, because they can't really overlook anyone until they get to that game at the end of the season. Whenever the schedule came out at the beginning of the year, you looked, and the first ranked opponent that was on it was Penn State, which isn't coming up for another few weeks. But this team cannot take any team lightly, because, yes, they have won every game by an average of 28 points. But still, any given Saturday, things can change, especially whenever you're on the road.
That's right. And that's why we love college football. It's just always a great time of year. All right, Hobie Artigue, we'll join you on Saturday. Thanks so much. It's good to have you on the Plus.
It was good to talk to you, Christy. Have a good day.
All right, have a great weekend.